Hello everyone, Joel here, and today I wanted to briefly chat with you about fixing yourself. So in the Army, we have various different sayings for this. A lot of times your drill sergeant or whatever will tell you, you're a soup sandwich, which basically means you're all fucked up, right? And what they're implying there is fix yourself. One of the things I used to tell my children a lot is discipline yourself so I don't have to, right? I would tell my kids, if you discipline yourself, you can discipline yourself however you want. If you make me discipline you, you're not gonna like it, right? Discipline yourself so I don't have to. Make smart decisions. Don't do dumb things. We talked yesterday about fear and how fear makes people do dumbass shit. So don't be afraid. Fix yourself now. Take responsibility for your actions. You know what you should want to be responsible for in your life? Everything. You should want to be responsible for everything in your life. And guess what? You are. You are responsible for everything in your life. If you have a bad marriage, that's your responsibility. If your children are undisciplined, that's your responsibility. If you don't have enough food or make enough money at your job, that's your responsibility. And you should embrace that. You should love it. You should be like, I'm responsible, right? When you were a kid, your parents ever walk into the room and go, who's responsible for this? I know mine did. And as a kid, you're like, not me, not me. You ever hear kids say that? You ever say that? Not me, I'm not responsible. Bullshit! You are responsible. And you should be going, me, I'm responsible right here. Fucked that up. Yep, sure did. But I'll fix it. Because if you're responsible, you can fix it. If you're not responsible, that means you're giving up control of your life. No, I'm not responsible for that. Somebody else is. They control what I do. They control my life. It's a convenient excuse. But that's all it is an excuse. You're responsible for your life. You're responsible for how much money you make. You're responsible for how disciplined your kids are, or you are. You're responsible for how fat you are or how strong you are. You're responsible for everything that happens to you. Embrace it. And if you don't like how much money you make, how fat you are, how weak you are, how unprepared you are, do something about it. Because you're responsible. You don't have to do it all at once. You can't do it all at once. Because guess what? You were responsible for all the decisions you made in the past. And now you're suffering the consequences for it. But that's okay. Because you can fix it. You can start making better decisions. You can start doing things now that will make your life way better in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Stop thinking about today. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Start thinking about next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Why don't you take an hour, sit down, and write down, what do I want my life to be like in 10 years? In 10 years. Do you still want to be a fat ass? Do you still want to be weak? Do you still want to be afraid? Do you still want to be stuck in that shitty job you have right now? I don't know. Maybe you have a great job. Maybe you're in really good shape. But if you're not, stop and think about it. What do you want your life to be like in 10 years? Write it down. Write some details. And then go, what do I need to do in the next 5 years to make that 10-year plan work? And write that down. And then say, what do I need to do in the next year to make that 5-year plan work? And write that down. And then say, what do I need to do in the next 3 months to move toward that 1-year goal? And break your 1-year goal into 4 3-month goals. If you want some help with this, I love the journal Best Self Journal. I think it's bestself.co, C-O. And not endorsing the company per se, because they're probably a bunch of libtards, but they have a really good journal, and it really helps you map out goals in quarters. So you get 4 of these little journals. Takes you for a year. Every day you work on your journal, and it helps you map out your goals for a year. Very effective technique. Really like it. You're responsible. Embrace it. Change your life if you want it different than it is now.